Artist Nam Kyung-min's exhibition features reinterpretations of traditional Korean paintings. There is very little information available about the studio of Joseon Era artist Shin Yunbok. Nam Kyung-min fills in the gaps with her imagination. The studio's window is filled with Nam Kyung-min's image of the ideal. This is a reflection of her dreams.
제가 이제 우리 고전을 그려야 되겠다고 마음 먹었을 때는 저의 정체성에 대한 어떤 아이덴티티, 나의 것을 찾자 이런 거에서 비롯된 것 같아요. 그래서 제가 그들의 현대 후손으로서 그리고 한 화가로서 그들의 어떤 꿈과 맞닿고 싶은 그리고 이렇게 같이 만나서 풍경 속에서 무엇인가를 같이 이렇게 소통하고 싶은 그런 의미가 많이 담겨 있습니다.
The curtain rises, and the artist's story begins its grand performance. The Buyongjang Pagoda is pictured as seen from the Gyeomjae library. The desk is covered in books, symbolizing Gyeomjae.
남경민 작가는 그동안 작가의 작업실, 아뜰리에를 남경민 작가만의 철학과 어떤 탐구 정신으로 인해서 꾸준히 연구를 하고 그것을 그림으로 표현하는 그런 작가입니다. 이번 저희 사비나 미술관 전시에서는 한국의 전통적인 화가의 작업실, 그러니까 화가의 화방을 그림으로 표현했다고 할 수 있습니다. 특히 조선 시대의 대가들의 작업실을 그리면서 작가 자신도 한국적인 것을 더 연구하고 탐구하고 그들의 정신세계를 조금 더 사유하면서 어떤 공감대를 깊게 형성한 그런 전시라고 할 수 있습니다.
Through her paintings, the artist hopes to travel to a space from the past, to communicate and share life through art.
어느 날 밤에 창밖을 딱 봤는데 까만 풍경이었는데 그냥 밖에는 잔디밭이었어요. 근데 그게 그대로 저한테 그 모습 그대로 왔어야 되는데 제가 보는 풍경은 다른 풍경이더라고요. 창이나 어떤 이런 문을 통해서 기존에 있던 것과는 다른 내가 꿈꾸는 어떤 이상향을 그려볼 수 있겠구나.
Nam Kyung-min's works move freely between past and present. This is an invitation to end walking in Kim Hongdo's atelier, an homage of the satirical artist Kim Hongdo. In the painting, we see the Gunseondo, a work Kim Hongdo painted at the age of 32. Through the mirror, we catch a glimpse of what appears to be a self-portrait, as well as instruments like Kim Hongdo's beloved komungo and pipa. The room also has modern items owned by the artist. These modern objects are portals, through which she can move between the past and present, the real and the imagined. Through her artistic travels through time, she leaves traces of herself in the past.
근데 저는 제가 이런 공간을 그리면서 그 공간 안에 들어가서 어떤 자기의 내면을 투영해보고 성찰하는 그런 시간이 좀 있었으면 좋겠고, 실내 풍경을 그리는 어떤 그런 시점도 사실 그런 거거든요. 이 공간, 그리고 이 거울, 이 문, 아니면 창을 통해서 그동안 내가 현실 속에서 이렇게 너무 삭막한 그런 것들과는 다른 어떤 열린 어떤 그런 감정들, 이것을 통해서 무엇인가의 소통을 통해서 좀 행복해지면 좋을 것 같다.
What does Nam Kyung-min's ideal space look like? In her work, she dreams of the perfect atelier, where traces of her modern self mingle with the objects of past masters. It is this transcendence, this communication that she yearns for in her ideal mindscape. Notes clash against one another and melodies leap in unexpected directions. Hiding in this madness is a new, modern method.
We don't worry about, there not being Beethoven or Mozart. I think that may be a good way to relate to contemporary music. Just let yourself be surrounded by it, and then let your feelings take over.
This is pianist and conductor Lee Dae-uk's first time performing with his two daughters, who play clarinet and cello. At first, it was a challenge for these classical musicians to adjust to contemporary music's rhythms and melodies.
When I started playing contemporary music, it actually, I think, improved my approach to playing things like Mozart and Beethoven, because I realized, how hard it is to play things that are very rhythmic and complicated.
The musicians pour their soul into their music. Their effort and passion is conveyed through their beautiful sounds.
A lot of the contemporary music requires for me to be able to play my instrument very well, of course, but then it makes me think about music in a different way. I have to think about music that might sound very difficult. How can I make it sound beautiful as well?
The sisters play the second song. It is a short, powerful piece, played by just cello and clarinet. The sisters had to make special efforts to perfect the techniques required by this contemporary piece.
The audience will notice that we do many extended techniques on our instruments. Extended techniques mean we use our instruments in different ways other than the normal way.
The piece requires the musicians to use unusual techniques, going beyond the normal range of the instruments. The piece ends on a serene note.
Most of his music is always intended to be very dramatic, so I think that for him, drama is very important. The end of the duo, though, is very special. It's a very unique ending, very peaceful Asian sound, actually, which is very unique for a Finnish composer.
Through new experiments in sound, music becomes richer and more beautiful. Schoenberg is called the father of 20th century contemporary music. His music sounds academic and complicated, but it conveys deep emotions.
Pierrot Lunaire is what they call a melodrama. It's basically a storytelling with a background music. Background music played by a small group of musicians.
Pierrot Lunaire is played with 5 instruments and voice. Surreal poems are dramatized by the virtuosic techniques of the vocalist.
Schoenberg's music, while it may sound a little bit challenging to the audience, is highly emotional music.
Rather than existing harmonies and melodies, Schoenberg utilized his own formulas in his music.
A melody that you could just hear in your head, but it was something you could create by looking at a row of notes and ordering them. It was almost mathematical in a way.
He did not eliminate rules, but created a new set. Schoenberg is considered one of the most influential musicians in modern history, inspiring many contemporary musicians after him.
The piano, violin, who also doubles as a violist, flute, who also plays piccolo, clarinet, who also plays bass clarinet, and then cello, and a voice. And the most important part, actually, I should mention, is that in this piece, voice does not sing.
The vocalist moves through her lines as if she's acting, speaking to the audience.
It's somewhere between speaking and singing.
Schoenberg destroys tonality in his free music Pierrot Lunaire. When it is performed, the piece symbolizes the birth of new music.
If we don't make them love the music right away, at least be more intrigued and to be curious, so that they will come to other concerts with similar kind of program.
In that novelty, we feel a deep emotional experience that rings deep in our souls. Have you ever really looked, at the cooking and eating utensils you use every day? Utensils lie at the core of our food culture. At this design fair in Ilsan, kitchen utensils infused with unique designs and colors are on display. The kitchen utensil brand Nineware hopes to add their flair of design to everyday life. The utensils are beautiful to look at, but their true value is in their functionality.
It's up nicely and keeps your kitchen counter clean. So it's very clever design. Beautiful, unique designs in great colors here.
Nineware's Rice Scoop series comes in an array of pastels. The eco-friendly scoops, made with cornstarch, can be stood on end so that it does not touch the table. The curved portion is embossed to prevent rice from sticking to the scoop. The Swing Mountain rice scoop has a suction cup that allows it to be stood on any surface.
주로 생산하는 품목은 플라스틱 주방용품이고요. 친환경 플라스틱의 경우에는 환경 유해 물질이나 환경 호르몬들이 발생되지 않는 플라스틱을 제조를 하고 있는데요. 주요 성분이 옥수수 전분하고 커피 찌꺼기 등 원료로 하고 있습니다.
Nineware's products make cooking more enjoyable. Each of these ordinary-looking tools has a carefully designed twist. The designs make each utensil multifunctional. The stir-fry spoon can be used to mash and mix ingredients together. It can be used at high heat thanks to the heat-resistant plastic. This measure spoon has rings on the bowl, making it easy to add precise amounts of ingredients. An entire dish can be cooked with just this one spoon.
간단하고 필름 형태가 사용자가 사용하기에 가장 적합한 형태라고 생각합니다. 대신에 그 안에는 기능이 포함되어 있어야 되고 그 기능은 절대 과하거나 포장돼서는 안 되고요. 그 안의 기능이 형태에 따라서 맞춰져서 표현되어야 된다고 생각합니다.
Nineware's goal is to add value and enjoyment to tools used in cooking. Design forks in 8 different characters, including penguins and snowmen, have easy grip silicone handles. The spork is an easy fix for crowded picnic baskets. The sporks are embedded with magnets in the center to make them easier to organize.
나인웨어의 목표는 소비자의 만족입니다. 가치 있고 실용적인 제품을 만들고 또 그것을 소비자들이 선택해주는 그런 제품을 만드는 회사가 돼야 될 것 같습니다.
This building is in Puamdong, which retains the atmosphere of the 1980s. This is Cheojib, Korea's first chopstick gallery, which added design and meaning to the humble chopsticks.
Looking at them, it has like gorgeous design with some handcraft on it and prints, like traditional prints, like upside down. It's pretty interesting.
These chopsticks are decorated with ochil, traditional Korean lacquering techniques. The designs were inspired by a desire to find a beautiful, simple way to present Korean culture to the world.
한국에도 좀 한국을 대표할 만한 고급적인 그런 어떤 문화적인 공예품이 좀 있었으면 좋겠다 이런 아쉬움이 좀 있었어요. 그래서 한 4년 정도 고민한 끝에 탄생된 것이 오칠 전문으로 하는 이런 젓가락이라고 볼 수 있겠습니다.
Lacquer is odor and bacteria resistant and helps to preserve wood. After chopping and smoothing the wood, lacquer is applied and dried at least 6 times to produce ochil lacquered chopsticks. Sanding the chopsticks between coatings helps to make the wood even smoother.
나무를 보호를 하기 위해서 6에서 7호가 기본적으로 해야만이 그 도막이 올라가고 두께가 형성되는 거죠. 또한 옷은 1000년을 간다는 얘기가 있잖아요. 그래서 옷은 오랜 세월이 돼도 낡아 보이나 이렇게 추해 보이지 않는 게 또 옷이고, 수요나 이렇게 플라스틱은 우리 어떤 인간과의 어떤 약간 이질감 있지만서도 나무의 오칠은 벌써 와닿는 궁합이 맞다는 얘기죠.
Mayonchil chopsticks are designed with patterns created by scratching lacquered wood. This traditional technique leads to surprisingly modern-looking results. The chopsticks are meant for use and not display, and are designed with functionality in mind.
일상에서 쓰는 거니까 기능성을 또 담보로 하지 않으면 어려운 것 같아요. 그래서 저희는 젓가락의 앞면하고 뒷면에 무게중심이라든가 또 젓가락질을 얼마나 더 잘할 수 있을까, 음식과 또 얼마나 잘 어울리는 그런 색감을 또 가지고 있을까, 이런 걸 다 고민해 가지고서 젓가락 디자인을 하고 있습니다.
나전칠기 is a technique that layers thin shells on top of lacquered wood. The tapered ends are coated with charcoal powder to prevent food from slipping. The charcoal also protects the lacquer from wearing down. Chojib also creates a number of modern chopsticks designs. Recently, chopsticks have become a favorite choice as gifts to guests from overseas. This is the beginning of a new trend of promoting Korean food culture abroad through beautiful chopsticks.
젓가락 하나를 바꿈으로 인해서 도자기 그릇도 바뀔 수 있고요. 음식도 또 달라질 수도 있을 것 같아요. 그래서 저는 이 젓가락이 굉장히 자그마한 거긴 하지만 어떤 우리의 일상생활을 굉장히 아름답게 바꿀 수 있는 그런 매개체이자 또 한국의 중요한 문화유산이라고 생각합니다.
With new designs in cooking and eating utensils, our time in the kitchen and at the table becomes enriched with colour and innovation.